Ladies, let me keep it raw with you for a second, because too many good women are out here wasting their heart on men who enjoy attention, enjoy comfort, enjoy access, enjoy the benefits, and still do not truly want the woman giving it. There are three kinds of men you are going to meet in dating, and if you do not learn how to spot the difference, you can lose months, even years, trying to turn a lukewarm situation into real love. You have the low interest man, the middle interest man, and the high interest man. The low interest man is usually easier to catch because he is sloppy, careless, and obvious. He barely tries. He gives you crumbs and expects applause. But the middle interest man, now that one is tricky. That one is the smooth confusion. That one is the man who likes what you bring, likes how you make him feel, likes your warmth, your body, your attention, your loyalty, your energy, your softness, your care. But he never rises into deep respect, deep love, and deep admiration for who you are. And because he is not fully cold, you stay. Because he is not fully gone, you wait. Because he gives you little sparks here and there, you start calling smoke a fire. That is where many women get stuck, in the dangerous middle, in that gray zone where hope keeps the door open longer than wisdom should. My name is Ismael Gomez, and I want to become your favorite relationship coach because if you clicked on this, I know you are searching for truth, not fairy dust. You are looking for the signs, the patterns, the hard truths, the real answers. And my hope is that you leave with clarity so sharp it slices through excuses. Today, I am going to walk you through 5 simple but powerful ways to tell when he is just not that into you. And I truly hope that after hearing this, you stop chasing a man who keeps showing you with his actions that you are not a real priority in his life. So take a deep breath, stay honest with yourself, and let us get right into it. The first sign is weak communication, dry communication, lazy communication, and most of all, communication that makes you feel like you are pulling teeth just to have a basic connection. If a man takes a full day, 2 days, sometimes even longer to reply to your message, I need you to stop babying that behavior and look at reality. We live in a world where people carry their phones like an extra limb. They sleep next to them, they walk with them, they eat with them, they scroll while watching shows, they check alerts in the bathroom, in traffic, at work, before bed, after bed, and during every little break in between. So when a woman says to me, well, maybe he did not see it, maybe he is just busy, maybe he forgot, I say, come on now, you know better. That man saw your text. Maybe not the second it arrived, but he saw it. The real question is not, did he see it? The real question is, why did he feel no urge to answer you with care, warmth, speed, or consistency? And the answer is usually simple. You are not high on his list. You are not the woman making his chest light up. You are not the priority he fears losing. And yes, there are exceptions. Maybe he truly had a packed day. Maybe something serious came up. Maybe he is not a big texter. Fine. But healthy interest still finds a way to be felt. A man who truly likes you does not leave you hanging in confusion all the time. He may say, hey, I am slammed right now, but I will call you later tonight. He may send a quick voice note. He may check in on his lunch break. He may not text much, but he will create another lane to stay connected. I know this personally because I am not the king of texting myself. I get busy. I disappear into work. I do not enjoy going back and forth all day with my phone in my hand. But if I am dating a woman I truly care about, I make sure she knows that. I make sure she feels me. I tell her, listen, I am tied up during the day, but I want to hear your voice tonight. I call her when I can breathe. I create certainty instead of confusion. That is the difference. A man who likes you will not let silence do all the talking. And if his messages are always short, flat, dry, one-word, lifeless little scraps, if he sounds like he is responding out of duty instead of desire, that matters too. If every chat feels like you are dragging him across broken glass just to get a conversation going, he is not engaged. He is not lit up. He is not excited. And if 99% of the time you are the one starting the conversation, checking in first, sending the good morning, sending the funny clip, sending the how was your day, sending the are you okay, and he mostly just reacts instead of leads. That says a lot. Could he be shy? Sure. Could he be quiet? Sure. Could he be awkward? Of course. But women stay trapped too long in maybe when the truth is sitting right in front of them in bold letters. Often it simply means he does not care that much. And here is another spicy truth. If he seems way more chatty on certain random days, like suddenly on Monday he is texting you nonstop, joking, flirting, acting interested, and then by Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, he fades back into the shadows, that does not mean his feelings magically rise and fall with the moon. It usually means you were his boredom cure that day. You were the entertainment on an empty calendar. You were what he reached for because nothing else juicy was going on. And that, my dear, is not devotion. That is convenience wearing a cute little mask. The second sign is that he keeps canceling plans. This one is so important because time is one of the clearest love languages, whether people admit it or not. If a man makes plans with you and then an hour before you are supposed to meet, he cancels, I can understand giving grace the first time. Life happens, traffic happens, work blows up, family emergencies happen, people get sick. Not every cancellation means bad intentions. Sometimes things truly do come crashing in at the last minute. But when it keeps happening, when it becomes a regular song and dance, when you start hearing excuse after excuse after excuse, now we are not dealing with bad luck anymore. Now we are dealing with a pattern. And patterns reveal priorities. A man who repeatedly cancels on you is showing you that you are what he reaches for after everything else falls through. You are the backup plan. You are the placeholder. You are the maybe. He sees you when there is nothing shinier, louder, easier, or more exciting on his menu. And you have got to stop calling that confusion. It is not confusion. It is convenience. Even worse, it shows a lack of respect for your time. And your time is your life. Every hour you spend waiting on somebody flaky is an hour you can never get back. If you are moving your schedule, doing your hair, picking your outfit, shifting your mood, turning down other options, and getting emotionally ready to see him, he should value that. He should honor that. He should protect that. I remember one of my sisters back when we were younger and both figuring out dating. She told me something so simple and so smart that it stuck with me. She said, I always know when a guy really likes me if he gets there 10 minutes early. Why? Because a man who really likes you wants to impress you. He wants to show reliability. He wants to be sharp. He wants you to see effort, not excuses. He wants to create anticipation, not disappointment. So when a man keeps canceling, rescheduling, disappearing, then popping back up with some sweet line, please stop romanticizing the mess. He does not care enough about your opinion of him to show up with consistency. And some women say, but he always comes back. He must feel something. No. Let me stop that fantasy before it grows claws. He is not coming back because love knocked him over the head. He is coming back because he has not replaced what you give him yet. He misses the comfort, the access, the softness, the validation, the way you soothe his ego, the way you make him feel chosen without requiring him to step up. That is what he misses. Every time he disappears, some women imagine he is off somewhere deeply reflecting, soul-searching, meditating under moonlight, realizing your worth. No, most of the time he is simply testing other doors. He is seeing what else is out there. He is trying to upgrade his options while keeping your door cracked open in case the world does not give him what he wants. And one day, if he finds somebody else he wants to chase harder, he will vanish for real. Then you are left with grief, anger, and the ugly feeling that deep down you knew this was shaky, but you kept letting him back in. That is the pain I want you to avoid. The third sign is when he wants the relationship hidden, tucked away, sealed off, treated like some private little side file nobody gets to see. Listen carefully because there is a difference between private and secret, and too many women blur those lines because they want to sound mature. A private relationship means we do not perform for the world. A secret relationship means he is hiding you from the world. Those are not the same thing. When a man is genuinely into you, truly proud of you, deeply excited about you, He wants your existence in his life to be known in some real way. He may not be posting you every 5 minutes online. He may not be flashy. He may not be loud. He may not turn you into content. But he will not behave like you are a forbidden file he has to keep under lock and key either. A man who is really feeling you wants people close to him to know there is someone special in his life. He wants his people to hear your name. He wants his friends to know who has his attention. He wants his family to know who matters to him. He wants to stand beside you in public without acting weird. He wants to hold your hand without making it feel illegal. He wants there to be some real social reality around your connection. He can be low-key online and still proudly show you in real life. So if the man you are seeing never introduces you as his woman, never uses language that shows partnership, never lets you meet anyone important to him, only wants to see you at your place or his place, avoids being seen together too much, or acts like you are just one of the guys when other people are around, please hear the message behind the behavior. He is not as invested as you think. And there are usually two ugly reasons for secrecy. One, there may already be another woman in the picture, and he is trying to keep his lies from colliding. Or two, he wants to look available. He wants to keep his options open. He wants the world, and especially other women, to believe he is still fully on the market. Why? Because a man who is not sold on you protects his options more than he protects your feelings. That is the harsh truth. The fourth sign is that he pulls away after intimacy. This one hits hard because it creates emotional whiplash. Everything feels good. The chemistry is there. He is warm, affectionate, touchy, charming, present, and all over you. He kisses you like he means it. He hugs you tight. He looks intense. He acts like you are the only woman in the room. Maybe you sleep together, and for that little window of time it feels electric, close, promising, almost magical. Then suddenly, after the physical closeness happens, the energy drops. The calls get weaker. The texts get thinner. The effort cools. He feels distant. He feels busy. He feels slippery. He feels like a different man outside your presence than he felt in your arms. If that sounds familiar, please understand what may be happening. When he is with you in person, he is getting his needs fed right there in the moment. He is getting attention, affection, touch, excitement, validation, pleasure, comfort, maybe even an ego boost. And because you are a caring woman, you bring warmth. You listen. You try. You nurture. You create a soft space. So of course he looks engaged while he is receiving. But the real test of interest begins when he leaves. Because now the connection cannot run on your presence alone. Now he has to carry part of the emotional weight. Now he has to invest when there is no immediate reward in front of him. Now he has to text back because he wants the bond, not just the body. Now he has to call because he misses your mind, not just your skin. Now he has to show consistency, intention, and devotion. And many men fail right there. Why? Because they were in love with access, not attached to you. They enjoyed the moment, not the responsibility of building something real. A man will only keep pouring steady effort after intimacy when he is truly falling for you, when he values you beyond the thrill, beyond the chase, beyond the physical release. If his energy spikes when he is close enough to get what he wants and crashes once he walks out the door, that is not depth, that is appetite. And too many women confuse appetite with love because appetite can look hot, urgent, and intense. But intensity is not always sincerity. Sometimes it is just hunger in a nice outfit. The fifth sign is that he keeps serving excuses every time the topic of commitment comes up. I need you to lock in on this one because if there is one truth I want tattooed on your heart after this conversation, it is this. When a man wants to be with you in a real way, he does not build a castle out of excuses. He finds a path. He may move carefully. He may communicate honestly. He may need a reasonable amount of time. But he does not keep feeding you vague smoke like, I am not ready for a relationship. It is not you, it is me. I am trying to figure my life out. I have been hurt before. I need to focus on myself. I am scared to ruin this. I do not want labels right now. I just do not know what I want. These lines come in different flavors, but they usually point to the same truth. Low interest or middle interest. He likes some parts of you, maybe even many parts of you, but not enough to claim you with conviction. Let me tell you a story from when I was 17 living in Cuba. I was seeing this girl and I really liked her. I was excited about her. I wanted something real. So I told her I wanted her to be my girlfriend. She said she could not be in a relationship right then because she was too busy with school. And to be fair, she truly was always studying. She worked hard. She was serious. So I told my best friend what she said, and he looked at me and said, "Ismael, she is just not that into you." I started defending her immediately. I said, "No, no, you do not get it. She is really busy. School takes so much energy. A relationship would make her life harder right now." I was selling the excuse better than she sold it. Then my friend gave me a line I never forgot. Back then, every girl loved Titanic. So he said, okay, if Leonardo DiCaprio walked into her school right now and asked her to be his girlfriend, do you really think she would say, "Sorry, I am too busy with school"? Now, yes, we were teenagers, so it was a dramatic example, a little silly, a little immature, but the point was powerful and it stayed with me for life. When someone truly sees your value, truly feels pulled toward you, truly wants you, they do not hide behind endless reasons. They make room. They bend. They adapt. They figure it out. And as I got older, I saw that truth play out over and over again. I dated women with hard schedules, women with big academic goals, women building serious futures. And guess what? The ones who were deeply invested still made time. They would come over tired. They would study near me. They would fall asleep beside me with books all over the place, notes open, pens on the floor, life still chaotic, but effort very real. Why? Because when someone is truly into you, they do not wait for a perfect season to care. They make you a priority inside the imperfect season they are already living through. That is real interest. So please stop translating excuses into hidden love. Stop turning hesitation into mystery. Stop calling avoidance a deep emotional wound you have to heal for him. You are not a rehab center for an unready man. You are not a temporary shelter for a confused ego. You are not here to prove that your love is strong enough to pull commitment out of someone who keeps dodging it. A woman loses so much power when she keeps trying to decode a man whose actions are already speaking plain English. If he wants you, you will feel movement toward you. You will feel intention. You will feel steadiness. You will feel effort with substance, not just words with sugar on top. You will not have to spend your nights rereading messages like a detective, zooming in on tiny signs, asking your friends to interpret crumbs like they are sacred scripture. Real interest does not need that much translating. It brings relief. It brings direction. It brings peace. And I want to add something important because many women listening to this are kind women, patient women, forgiving women. And that is beautiful. But kindness without standards becomes self-betrayal. Patience without wisdom becomes self-abandonment. Forgiveness without boundaries becomes permission for disrespect. So if you see these signs, do not just notice them and then keep sitting there hoping the plot changes. Believe them. Believe the pattern. Believe the energy. Believe the lack. Believe the distance. Believe the excuses. A man who is seriously into you does not make you feel like you are constantly auditioning for a role that should have already been yours. He does not keep you on edge. He does not make you earn basic communication. He does not repeatedly risk losing you and then act shocked when you finally walk away. He does not hide you like a secret, take from you like a tourist, or dodge commitment like it is a tax bill. He moves differently. He loves differently. He shows up differently. So if you are dealing with a man who communicates weakly, cancels often, keeps the relationship in the shadows, goes cold after intimacy, and feeds you excuses instead of commitment, I need you to stop asking whether he likes you a little and start asking whether this connection is worthy of your precious life. Because liking you a little is not enough. Being half into you is not enough. Calling you beautiful while treating you casually is not enough. Coming back every now and then is not enough. You deserve a love that does not need to be dragged into existence. You deserve a man who is proud, present, intentional, and clear. You deserve to be chosen loudly through action, even if the relationship itself stays private from the noise of the world. You deserve peace, not puzzles, depth, not crumbs, devotion, not delay. And if this message stings, let it sting in a healing way. Let it wake you up, not tear you down. Let it push you towards standards, not bitterness. Let it remind you that your biggest job is not to convince a man to see your worth. Your biggest job is to stop offering your value on discount to men who already showed you they do not know what to do with it. So protect your heart, sharpen your eyes, and trust behavior more than sweet talk. If he is truly into you, you will not have to force the story. You will not have to squeeze loyalty out of inconsistency. You will not have to beg for clarity from a man who enjoys keeping you in emotional fog. You will feel wanted, respected, considered, and safe. That is the standard. That is the bar. And that is what I want for you. Thank you so much for spending this time with me and letting me speak into your dating life, your self-respect, and your relationship patterns. I hope this opened your eyes, gave you language for what you have been feeling, and helped you see that for your relationships to change, you have to change what you accept, what you excuse, and what you keep entertaining. Have a beautiful day.